Hello to my girlhood family. Thank you guys for allowing me to come back on this week. I know on last week we kind of went through from start to finish how to start a business, how to make sure that the business that you have already started is set up properly in regards to your registration with your local county or parish, with your city, with your state, and with your federal government. So on today, I just want to touch really quick. I'm not going to take a lot of time today. I just wanted to come on, make sure that we had a clear understanding on the taxes, making sure that you pay your taxes. And a lot of times we forget some of the taxes or we pay part of them. So just give me a second. I want to share the screen. All right, there we go. So one of the things I want to talk to you guys about is quarterly taxes. Now, quarterly taxes mean about every 4 months you're paying this tax, and it is for a specified use. Monthly, of course, it's just what it is. You pay it monthly. Annual means you pay it once a year. And the once a year payment doesn't necessarily mean every January. It could just mean 12 months from the date of the day that you last paid it, or it could have an actual due date that is due every year. For example, one of the most common things we can think of about is about April 15th. The annual taxes are due on about the same day every year, depending on what day the 15th falls on, if it falls on a Sunday or a holiday. So typically, once a year, April 15th, income taxes are due. Or it could be a tax where every January 1st is due. So it kind of depends. So you have to know where that tax falls and when is it due. So let's kind of go over the taxes really quick. I won't hold you long. Quarterly taxes. You will have to pay your payroll taxes quarterly if you have a staff, and even if you're the only person on payroll. A lot of times business owners don't put themselves on payroll, or if they do, they forget to pay the taxes. It's like, hey, it's me, all one and the same. No, you still have to do your individual personal taxes for yourself by paying your payroll taxes quarterly. All right. Monthly taxes, that typically would include sales tax. So if you have an online boutique, or if you have products that you sell in a brick and mortar store, or if it's a certain type of subscription where you do collect taxes, you want to make sure that you're paying your sales tax. Sales tax basically are the taxes that you charge a client or a customer for the product or service. All right, so you have two ways of doing that. You can add the sales tax onto the customer's bill and they pay it. And then at the end of the quarter, you turn all those taxes in. Or you can say, you know what, to make life easier, I'm just going to say taxes included, which means you will pay the taxes on every item sold or every service rendered. You will be responsible for the sales tax, and that you will still pay those every quarter. Annual taxes, that would include, one of the most common ones is your income tax. Now, this can be done quite a few ways. It just kind of depends on how you initially have it set up. And we talked about it on last week. If you wanted to be a sole proprietor, S Corp, C Corp, LLC, or a corporation. So all of those things, or a partnership. So all of those things have certain tax laws tied to it, certain qualifications, certain things that you have to do for its requirements. And so your annual taxes basically should be from your profit and loss statement. The profit and loss statement that you do monthly should convert into an annual profit and loss statement, and you will use that annual profit and loss statement to prepare your annual tax return. Word of advice, I would tell people to get a calendar system, whatever is going to be consistent and something that you can keep up with, to know what taxes due for your industry. Every industry does not have the same tax. So if your friend says, hey, in my company, I don't have to pay sales tax, and she's doing one thing and you're doing another, make sure that you consult with your tax preparer, to make sure that you're paying the right taxes, and you also don't want to overpay. So you want to make sure that you don't overpay or pay the wrong taxes. You want to make sure that your money that you're paying in is going to the right entity at the right time for the right amount. It may seem like a lot to set it all up at first, but trust me, it's well worth it. Get it all set up and put it in a consistent system. Say, hey, every quarter I know I have to pay this. Every month I have to pay this. And once a year, these are the taxes that are due. Once you set that up, you'll be good to go. And it would be good to put it on recurring, but make sure that you're checking the tax statement before you submit the payment. You don't want to overpay. I know a lot of times they say, well, I'll just get it back. But sometimes if the laws change or the rules change, you may not get as much back as you originally had anticipated. So make sure that you're paying the right amount at the right time. I hope that this information has helped you. Girlhood, I want to commend you to keep up the good work. You guys can reach out to me at martinbusinesssolution.com. You can inbox me on Instagram or on Facebook, or simply just reach out to Miss Cherry and let her know that you have a question for me. She and I can, hop on a meeting really quick. I want to do all I can to help you all at Girlhood. Have a great night.